Hey guys, welcome to the Rhino Heron Network. We're here to talk about the upcoming lose-lose situation for Floyd Mayweather when he fights Miguel Cotto in Vegas on May 5th. If you pay attention to some media experts out there, Miguel Cotto has no chance of beating Mayweather on May 5th. The fight itself is expected to be a one-sided clunker. Of course, this isn't what they were saying before the fight became a reality. It's amazing how Mayweather has never been able to fight the right fighter at the right time. So many years in the sport, so many fights, yet he could still never get it right. Or could it be that the critics merely change the rules whenever the fighter manages to win the game? You remember back in 2005, during Mayweather's brief stopover at junior welterweight, he was also accused of ducking Ricky Hatton. In 2006, after Mayweather moved up to welterweight, he was once again at Milan for fighting Zab Judah instead of Judah Conquer and new lineal champ Carlos Baldomir. Who could also forget the infamous 2006 Brian Kenny interview on ESPN where the talking haircut at the Friday Night Fights desk gave voice to what so many critics had been saying behind their keyboards. Kenny launched an unprecedented attack against the fighter, insinuating that Mayweather was ducking both Hatton and Baldomir. However, after Mayweather beat both of them in 2006 and 2007 respectively, history was rewritten, and the two fighters he was ducking were suddenly assessed as never all that good. Then there was Shane Mosley. For a substantial period of time, Mosley wanted to fight Mayweather. Mayweather was accused of ducking Mosley, and according to the critics, running scared from the former three-division champ. Then after they actually fought and Mayweather cruised to an easy points victory, those same critics managed to discredit Mosley as old, shot, and overrated. Now there's Miguel Cotto. For the longest time, Cotto was the measuring stick by which the critics circulated Mayweather's alleged cowardice. However, now that the fight is actually going to happen, Cotto is apparently no longer a viable opponent. Mayweather, according to the same group of critics, is just so much better than Cotto, especially now that Cotto's been beaten up in two of his recent bouts. By listening to some, the fight is barely worth watching because the two fighters are just not in the same league. Many of the same people who were screaming redemption with tears of joy in their eyes after Cotto beat Margarito last December's rematch suddenly soured on Cotto when it was announced that he'd be fighting Mayweather. The idea, in case you haven't caught on by now, is to diminish Cotto and its chance of winning, but there's no possible way Mayweather can impress. If Mayweather can make easy work of Cotto, and that's supposed to happen probably, if Cotto does better than expected, the touch fight against an overmatched foe will make Mayweather's skills and talents look overblown. So any way you slice it, Mayweather is going to look bad at the end of the fight. Admittedly, there is some truth to the Mayweather criticisms. The Cotto fight would have made more sense in 2008, and the 2007 bout with Hatton would have been more significant 2 years prior in the junior welterweight division. But all fighters could be hit with a should-have, could-have criticism of fight scheduling. It could also be said that Manny Pacquiao should have fought Miguel Cotto before Cotto's loss to Margarito. He should have fought Shane Mosley before Mosley's loss to Mayweather. He should have fought Margarito before Margarito's loss to Mosley. There were also many top fighters along the way who, for one reason or another, never popped up on Pacquiao's radar. But as those of us who follow the sport know, fair and nonpartisan thinking is very typical of the modern-day expert. On May 5th, win or lose, Mayweather will find himself in the same critical doghouse he has inhabited since he left top-ranked promotions in 2006. Somehow, someway, he'll come out on the short end of the media stick. Nope, there's no doubt in my mind. So the next time Mayweather expresses disdain for the media or for his cyber-dwelling critics, the reaction shouldn't shock or appall anyone. When there's no way to please someone, you just stop trying to please them all. Mayweather will defeat Miguel Cotto on May 5th. So, yeah. Hope that puts some more explanation into it, but yeah, hopefully the Pacquiao fight can be made after Pacquiao beats Bradley. I think he'll win by decision. Mayweather will win by decision. And then Pacquiao-Mayweather possibly in November. 5 months. And that'll be good enough. Alright, see you guys around.